Good morning. Our tour with Bonjour Quebec continues, and I find myself right now in a very cozy, sunny, beautiful dome on the après-ski, which I'm so good at, terrace at the Fairmont Tremblant, and I'm being joined by Natalie, who is the manager of public relations and marketing here. And I have a feeling, Natalie, that you are solely responsible for the luxurious stay that cameraman Aaron and I, are having at the Fairmont.
Well, thank you, Emily. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I'm glad it was luxurious, because that's certainly the goal.
Well, it's a brand new experience here, the gold floor. So when we arrived, we took the elevator up to the 7th floor, and we had our own private check-in. Start from there.
Well, that's the experience, absolutely. So the Fairmont Gold is known to be a hotel within the hotel. So you have your own private concierge, your own check-in area, the private lounge, which is exclusive to Fairmont guests. And in the Fairmont Lounge, the Fairmont Gold Lounge, you'll have your own breakfast, afternoon hors d'oeuvres, and in the evening we're going to bring out some sweets.
Oh, it was just so luxurious, and you can go in and you can help yourself, and you just feel so at home. Everybody is so warm and so welcoming. The suites are beautiful, the rooms are gorgeous, the beds are super comfy. I cannot say enough good things about our stay. Now, that's a new part of the hotel, and that kind of came with this renovation, right?
Exactly. So in 2023 we did two major renovations, which was the Fairmont Gold, 34 rooms including 4 suites, the Fairmont Gold Lounge, as well as the entire pool terrace. So all this is brand new. There was always pools here, but now we've reconfigured the entire terrace to make it more inviting, to be able to add the après-ski component, and of course we've always had the ski in, ski out here, which makes us the best location on the resort.
Well, as I was sitting in the hot tub yesterday, enjoying a mocktail, I was watching all of the people ski down the hill, and I thought, now this is the life. I'm après-skiing, I'm living my best life, and all these people are exercising, and I get to enjoy the view.
For sure. It's great. And if you're a non-skier, there's so much to do here. So you did see all the skiing and the snowboarding. There's also the touring, but you could be doing winter hiking, you could be ice skating, snowshoeing, shopping, or just après-skiing.
And that's exactly what this kind of terrace is all about. We're sitting in this incredible dome. These are new.
These are new. So we have 3 domes. This one is the famous après-ski, and guests can
eat, drink, be merry. You have all your friends, your family. I mean, you can fit so many people in here.
Absolutely. And we also have 2 other domes that are connected to our choux gras. You can book a choux gras dining experience if you'd like, and you have the whole choux gras experience with that.
Wow, okay, and I'm also seeing like these little kind of like gondola areas, and that's just for people to kind of warm up and...
Exactly. You can do your après-ski in a gondola. It's a little warmer than outside if it's colder. You can order your champagne there, gather with friends, and it's every day, opens at noon, and every Saturday on our après-ski we have a DJ, we have music, live entertainers, dancers. So Saturdays from 3 to 6 is very festive here. Well,
and I love that about Tremblant. There's no night skiing here. So at 3:45 or 4 o'clock or it gets later as the sun goes down later and later, but they shut down the mountain relatively early, so you can come back and really enjoy that portion of your stay.
Oh, for sure, exactly. So once you've done your day out of skiing, the spa is waiting for you. The hot tub looking over the slopes is waiting for you. Dining experiences are waiting for you. The list is endless, really. And because we're located in the center of all the action, everything is only a few steps away.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for having us. We are having a wonderful stay. Our tour with Bonjour Quebec continues. We have so much more adventure to get to today, so make sure you stay with us on Morning Live. Cheers, Natalie. Well, after soaking in the beautiful hot tub slope side, mind you, we've decided to add a little adventure to our tour with Bonjour Quebec, and we are now still in the Laurentian region, but we're going to be treetop trekking, but not the same way that we would think of treetop trekking in Ontario. This is a whole different concept. I'm here with the assistant general manager, Kathy, and Kathy, this is a beautiful day to be doing what we're doing.
Yes.
sun is shining. It is cold. It is very, very cold.
But we're well dressed.
We are well dressed, and it's crisp, and it's so refreshing to be out in nature.
Yes, and the light is very inspiring, and
Yeah.
it gives the shine to the snow, and we're really, really happy out here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So tell me about this concept. Now, you were telling me off camera, it's more of a European influence.
Yes, in Europe they know about Treetop Walk. The company who invested here, it's a German company, they already managed 12 other Treetop Walk in Europe, and they decided to invest here. So it's one of a kind in the east of Canada.
Wow, it's really great. Now explain to us kind of what it is, because I'm used to like a treetop walk where you're putting on a harness, you're going from tree to tree, and you're kind of, you're really exerting yourself. This is a leisurely stroll.
Yes, it's completely accessible, so it's a path that is the steep is just like this, and there is no obstacles, so everybody can come. There's one entrance and it's the same way out, so everybody goes at their own rhythm, and we have children with trolleys and people in wheelchair, for instance.
Amazing.
Yes, so it's really accessible, and the idea behind it is to give access to nature to everybody.
And that's exactly what you're finding. I mean, you closed down for a little while. This was an old fish farm.
Yes, it was. It was built in 1933, and the project helped to revive the old place because it was closed down in the 1980s.
Wow, and then you revived it in the early 2000 and what was it?
Well,
2022?
we opened in 2022. It was it took a few years to conceive the project, and then the building of the Treetop Walk took about 9 months, and it's an investment of nearly $19 million.
Wow!
So this served to revive the whole place, and there is trails that you can walk on, and there's a little museum space, and
snowshoeing.
Yes, snowshoeing, and games for children, picnic tables. The whole place is alive again, and it's really wonderful.
And it's an all year round kind of concept. It's not just winter that you can come here and enjoy the beautiful scenery. You were telling me that fall is the most popular season for people to come.
Yes, we have more like 5,000 people a day coming over here because the view is incredible, and it's a panoramic tower that is a 360 degrees view, and it's 12 stories high. Equivalent, so we see all the beautiful landscape of the Laurentian.
Wow.
We also do many activities, so we do sunrise, sunsets, we have a musician, we even had a circus last summer, and we're trying to have it again. So 4 acrobats in the tower.
Wow.
Yes, it's amazing.
That is incredible. This space is so stunning. You're surrounded by the mountains through the Laurentians. It is cold, it is crisp, it is beautiful. We're going to be checking out the trek, the walk. We have so much more adventure coming up on Morning Live. I hear I might even be doing a little bit of ice fishing. Maybe you should come.
Well, yes!
So much more coming up on Morning Live, but for now, I'll send things back inside the studio. We have made our way to the beautiful Outaouais region here in Quebec. Bonjour Quebec is traveling us all throughout this region, and I'm being joined now by Simon, who is the general manager here at Kenauk Conservation Area. Now, it is a natural reserve. There's fishing, there's gaming, there's camping, there's beautiful cabins like the one we're standing in right now. This is a wonderful area that people have access to that live within the region. It's a private area, however. You do have to pay to come and enjoy this.
Yeah, so it's one of the largest private property in North America. So over 65,000 acres of nature, 60 lake, and of course our, let's say, main attraction is the private cottages. So we have 1 cottage per lake, 25 of them, from small to big, so from couple, groups, family gatherings, and they can enjoy the nature, the property, fishing and hiking, cross-country skiing in the winter.
Yeah, this is kind of like an all year round park, right? So you come, you can pay a day pass, and then you have access to all of these amenities. And I think my favorite thing about this is that it is so uniquely secluded, and it's so uniquely, what's the word I'm looking for? The fact that you can't take a boat out of one lake and put it into the other because you're so concerned about the ecosystem.
Exactly. So we have a 100-year conservation vision for the property. We include that in the tourist strategy and the forestry strategy. And we are inviting guests to follow us in that quest of preserving Kenauk for the generation to come.
Yeah, and I feel like when people come here, they really feel that connection to nature because you can kind of opt in or opt out of internet connection when you stay at these beautiful cabins.
Exactly. So you can choose if you want a digital detox or actually a meeting with friends and do a private meeting with your best clients or and do what we call like a work and play package.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can have a little bit of business and a little bit of guided fishing or clay shooting.
That's great. So you do have guides that will come and they will help you figure it out because like myself, I mean, we're ice fishing and I have no idea how to ice fish, but someone will come and help me.
Exactly. So the main concern of fishing is, caught fish and have fun, and on the water or on the ice, a guide is very important to your success.
Of course. Now, you make your own fish here. I know that sounds really funny, but it's true. You do your own fish farming, which is remarkable.
In the property, we have a fish hatchery that produce nearly 100,000 fish a year. Yeah, so trout from let's say 8 inches up to 16 inches.
Wow.
And we provide those fish to very high-end restaurant or our private lakes.
Yeah, so people, they have a very high success rate here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that because then you can come and you can really experience it and then you're going to want to come back and do it again.
And in a sustainable way.
Yeah, in a very environmentally friendly, sustainable way. This place is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't been to the Kenauk region, you definitely have to come and check this out. Our adventures with Bonjour Quebec will continue, so make sure you stay with us. There's so much more coming up on Morning Live. One of the most beautiful and majestic scenes you could ever wake up to. You've heard of Dancing with the Wolves, but how about sleeping with the wolves? That is exactly what you could do here at Parc Omega. We are still in the beautiful Ottawa region with Bonjour Quebec, and we have found ourselves in one of their luxury cabins, very rustic, but quite luxurious. I'm being joined by Leonie, who is one of the biologists here on site, who is responsible for taking care of the animals. Now, there is a safari that you can drive through. They have accommodations ranging from beautiful cabins like the one that we are in, to teepees, to more rustic cabins, to larger accommodations. Overall, this cabin here sleeps 8 people, I believe. So we've got 8 people that can stay here and you just sit and you are surrounded by an incredible pack of wolves. Leonie, how many wolves are on site?
So on site we have 8 different packs of wolves, about 61 wolves would say. And here we have the gray wolf, which is one of the largest species of wolf that we can find in the world. And we find them all over Canada, also parts of the US, and also in Europe and Asia.
Wow. But they're not the only animal you have here.
No, we also have a lot of deer species, just like our elk. We have caribou, we have the fallow deer, we also have the red deer, and lots of different species.
We saw wild boar.
Wild boar as well, yes.
They're so funny, and they look like they just had some babies.
Yes, the wild boars reproduce very frequently, so you'll see
so
the young ones.
It's not just a spring thing.
No, it's all through spring and summer basically that time. But yeah, there will be.
Wow, and rumor has it you guys do have a couple of wolverines, and they're hard to come by.
Yes, we're very lucky to have them. They are a very rare species, and most people in their lifetime won't be able to see them, so we're lucky to have them here.
Yeah. Now, I mean, how do you take care of the animals that are in the wild here? Because they're not in the wild, they're in the park, but you still have to, while they're living in their own natural habitat, you still have to take care of them.
Yeah, so we have a team of feeders that take care of them all day, every day, making sure they're fed and have everything they need to survive.
And what do they need besides food and water? Not much.
Not much, yeah, just food and water. We really want to keep our animals as most natural as they are, so we don't try and intervene a lot. We just are there, feed them.
And your specific job, what is it that you do with the animals,
So,
the research? And
I'm in charge of our conservation projects here at the park,
Okay.
which we participate in a lot of different conservation programs, just like with our Przewalski horse, which is part of the species survival plan, but also we're doing captive breeding of loggerhead shrikes, which is also a very rare species in this area.
Wow.
And a lot of different projects coming.
That's incredible. So people can come here, they can stay here. Some people usually stay a night, but you can stay a weekend, you can stay a few days. And while you're staying in these beautiful accommodations, not only do you get to wake up and have your coffee with the wolves, you can take your car and go on the safari. How long is the safari?
It's about 12 kilometers long. If we'd say the quickest you could do it is in 2 hours, but you could honestly stay all day. We have a bunch of different activities, different parts you can get out of your car, and yeah.
So you can park your car and you can actually interact with the animals.
Yes,
Feed them.
in certain sections.
Yeah.
But the cars, the drive-through part, you stay in your car, but
Yeah.
you can see a lot of different animals.
And you can feed them.
Yes,
You can,
exactly.
you know,
Lots of carrots.
A lot of carrots. We almost got attacked a few times by some very friendly elk. They were elk, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. This is such an incredible experience. Just the majesticness of the snow coming down on these wolves and being. I've never been so close to a wolf before in my life.
Yeah, very lucky here.
Yeah, and kids can learn all about the different species as
Exactly.
well. So it's a family-friendly environment.
Very family friendly, lots of presentations. We talk about all the wildlife and different ways you could save them.
Amazing. Okay, there's so much more coming up on Morning Live. This concludes another day, but more, a whole bunch of new adventures await us with Bonjour Quebec.